Welcome, everybody. My name is Colton from Zimtu Capital. I'm here with the CEO of Homerun Resources, Brian Leeners. Brian, thanks for joining me today.
No problem. Good to see you again, Colton.
So we didn't speak too long ago, but you've had some news releases since. So the first one being the agreement, the LOI for the HPQ supply. Maybe you could tell us a little bit more about what HPQ Silica is and a little bit more about the LOI.
Yeah, HPQ is a standard within the silica industry. When you qualify as HPQ, you're into the higher end uses of the product. That equates out economically into higher prices for the product. And so from that perspective, you kind of start in at 99.5 and you go all the way up to 99 and 5, 6, 7, 9s if you can get it to that purity. And every time you achieve a higher level of purity, the price point that you will receive for your product is higher. There's an IOTA standard out there, which is one of the corporate entities that controls a large high HPQ silica asset in the US. And everyone kind of measures up against that standard. But the simplest thing to know is it kind of starts at 99.5 and it works up to almost pure purity. So that's why we call it HPQ. And then on the LOI side, what we're doing is we're trying to move our business operation to revenue and fast track that process. We think that's really important within the context of what we're doing. It's great that we've had investors take their hard-earned capital and put it into the company, but we want to turn that as quickly as possible into revenue. And moving a resource asset from an early stage to a developed stage to a mine stage takes a lot of time. And so what we've done is we've gone out to secure supply of very high quality product so that we literally can turn around to a customer and immediately start filling that order should that come to fruition. And we want to be in that situation. And again, as we stated in that news release, we will be working not only within the context of Brazil, but on a global basis to look at other sources of HPQ silica so that we can regionally supply the customer interest. And with the transition that's going on in energy storage and in solar, there is a really, really high level of demand for the very highest quality of silica. And in China, it's actually difficult to acquire that domestically. So even the Chinese are now circling the globe in order to find the highest levels of this product for the use cases that require that 99.99+%. So we want to be in that situation, and we want to get the excess economic rent that you get when you're in that position and selling into the marketplace.
Yeah, and so you mentioned in the news release as well, you're looking at kind of acquiring more properties like this or more supply agreements like this, and that probably leads into the next news release of the Brazilian hire. And maybe you could talk about the importance of getting somebody down in Brazil and what that means for Homerun.
Well, part of that is our experience. Success is built on team. People see the success, they don't necessarily always see the team. And so what we're trying to do is within each business solution that we have, we're trying to bring in a first-class individual to manage that particular solution. And in the context of Brazil, we've achieved that as of that announcement. Antonio is an exceptional individual within the context of the success that he's had in Brazil, in the resource space, his network connectivity into not only the resource side of Brazil, but also into the financial and government side of Brazil. And anyone who's done business in Brazil knows that you need to put all three of those together in order to be successful in this country, like many countries. So with Antonio, we kind of get four hats with one guy. And that's what we're looking for. We want to be lean and mean. And he's got a high level of motivation, and he's very passionate about any project that he takes on, and hence why he's had success historically in his career when he gets involved. So we're, again, very excited to have Antonio lead that charge in Brazil. We'll be working hand in hand. And he's also really good as a sounding board relative to some of the other business opportunities and strategic planning that we're moving through in these early stages.
Yeah, well, that's great. It sounds like we're just adding layers to the story, and there'll be a few more news releases to come, kind of explain some of the more detailed information here. So Brian, I appreciate coming on, and we'll keep updated with everything that is Homerun in the next few months.
That's great, Colton. And thanks for your time. And again, thanks everybody for the support within the context of what we're building and within the context of the investor support for our company.